Just finishing up a really cold day on the farm. We're still dealing with a lot of snow and working in about -5 to 5 Celsius, and it really depends if the sun's out, if we're going to be warm for the day. This is one of the big challenges of having a seasonal mushroom farm here in Canada, and we are relied on starting production right now because we need to get our season started so that we can have mushrooms. Usually mid-April is the goal. So this happens to be our first production run that we've just done right now. So it's February 28th, and this is actually coming up on almost 2 weeks behind. So we're about 2 weeks behind this year that we would have liked, and it's really just because of what the weather's been like here. Really been unseasonably cold here in the Okanagan, and this little pocket here in Summerland where we have kind of like a snow trap, and it always gets a little bit colder in this specific area throughout the Okanagan. For this year, we started off with the Masters mix. So we have our hardwood fuel pellets and soy hull 50-50 blend, and this originated from TR Davis. You guys can follow his channel just up there. He normally uses sawdust. I use hardwood fuel pellets. We like to use wood chips for our farm, but because we're still getting freezing overnight, the way we process our wood chips, we mix our dry ingredients on the cement pad and then wet everything, pile it up. All that excess water we want to drain out of the pile overnight, but this time of year, especially right now, it's going to freeze, and we're just going to have frozen wood chips in the morning. So, you know, great strategy to kind of keep production going and keep it on schedule is working with hardwood fuel pellets. So that's what we're doing right now. All my research has led me to do a longer cool down, so that's what we're going to be doing this year. So we're looking at probably letting these cool down for 48, possibly 60 hours, and trying to unload these around 100 to 90 Fahrenheit. That's the goal, and we should be looking at some really good contaminated free bags this year. That is the direction we're headed. So this is also our second run for our sawdust spawn. We did 60 bags of that in our lab about, I want to say 20 days ago. So now we're doing our second run of 60 bags. Right now we're running tree oyster and king oyster in the lab, and then we're transferring some blue oyster, pearl oyster, and a little bit more tree oyster for our second run of spawn. And we're also doing our king oyster again in a second wave. Those are the strains we kind of start off our season with, and that'll get us April into May, and then we're just starting to think about our transition species in the next couple of weeks and getting those on petri dishes and getting those into the production schedule. So this is what's going on right now with us, but we're still getting the farm set up, and we've been working on getting our greenhouses cleaned and getting production started. This stuff we should get into production about Saturday. I'm hoping we'll get these inoculated. We're going to be starting king oyster and tree oyster. Other than that, I have Elizabeth here. She's our student here from Texas, and she's been awesome. It's been a really cold week, but she's been gung-ho to work, and doesn't really rain or shine, or snow or shine in this case, and she's willing to work. So been really thankful for her attitude, and I always love having students here because it pushes me to really kind of get energized and work. It's really easy for me to just want to stay on the couch, and if it's too cold outside, not even want to be involved in any kind of farm work. But when we have students here, I have no choice. They're here to learn, and it's just a great way to kind of get me energized. So I've been thankful for her. She's actually she's a 20-year-old Texan girl, and she's got a partner who owns a bamboo farm, and they're talking about possibly growing mushrooms on bamboo substrate, whether it's the dried leaves or actually chipping up the wood. And she's here to kind of see how we do things, and is really interested in doing something similar to this. There might be some kind of hybrid where it's outdoor or indoor, but that's the kind of students that we get. And the fact that she's 20 years old, like, holy cow, I can't believe me at 20 years old, I was nothing like this. So I've been so impressed by her attitude and just how much she's willing to put in the work. If you want to be successful, it doesn't matter how old you are, but you got to be willing to put in the work and really focus and kind of come up with really innovative ways of doing something if you're going to do a mushroom farm like this or something similar. So I'm really grateful for that. I'll try to keep you guys posted with all of my students that come through here. We have students arrive Monday and leave Sunday pretty much throughout the entire summer, and everyone gets a workbook this year, which is amazing. I'll leave a link to the video up there and you guys can check that out. But our course is really turning into something special, and it's been a lot of fun for me to develop over the years, and I'm really excited. This is basically day one for production. This is the start of my year, and I think some really awesome stuff is going to happen. So anyways, guys, this is a short video. I'm going to have hopefully some stuff coming up as it warms up. My season's just getting started. We'll talk to you soon.